Good morning and welcome my digital animation class. In this video, I want to quickly introduce you to the class, its online environment, and how everything's going to be structured for this semester. You can start by logging into your MyMC and locating the Canvas link. Now that you're inside of Canvas, all of the published courses, of course, should be at the top of your page. Please note that I have both an undergraduate and a graduate version of this digital animation class. So whichever you're logged into, this is the one that you should be able to click on. For the purposes of this demo and any future recordings, I'm simply going to use the undergraduate for simplicity. You can click on the link and this will take us to our page. Now, the first thing I want to point out is that this class is completely online. At no time are we ever going to meet in class or on campus to discuss any of these projects. However, if you do have any problems or issues, you can contact me online anytime to set up a time that I can either email you or Zoom with you one-on-one to discuss any problems that you may have. Just note, everything that we need to do can be found on this Canvas page. If you scroll down, all of our navigation can be found here on the left-hand side. If we do need to meet through Zoom, here is a link to the Zoom page where you can contact me. The next thing I want you to click on is the tentative schedule. This schedule is set up for our entire semester, and you can see that each of the units is going to be broken down roughly 1 unit per week. And these units will follow along for our textbook that we have. I will note, we won't do all of the projects or all of the units in the textbook, but this will be enough for us to cover the entire semester. Whenever you log into our Canvas page, this main page will show you the unit that we're working on. It'll give you a brief description about what we're going to cover and the project we're going to do. Pay close attention to the unit's due date. Notice that this one is July the 7th. All of our units are going to begin on a Monday, and everything will be due by the following Sunday. This will give you a full week to work through whatever projects or exercises are due for this unit. Just know that you'll have by Sunday at midnight to be able to upload and turn in any of your projects. Now, I do recognize from time to time there may be issues, complications, or even some personal matters that come up. If you have any problems with any of these projects, it's on you to be able to contact me to let me know what issues you have and if I can grant an extension for this unit. The next link you can click on if you want to learn more about what we're doing are the Learning Modules link. Now, these learning modules are structured for week by week access. Right now I've turned on week 1, which is the Introduction to After Effects. In the top of each unit, you can see class notes or any lectures that I may give can be watched first. Next, go through whatever book exercise. The book is going to step you through step by step and introduce you to different tools, techniques, and workflows that you can later apply to your unit project. The unit project is the main thing we're going to focus on that you've learned from the book where you can create your own designs. If you click on whatever unit, lecture, or notes, this will either download a PDF of the notes or will send you to a page where you can watch a video of my lecture. If you click on any book exercises, this will take you to a project page. From here, you can see what the project will be. In this case, this was going to follow along with the book. You can see what pages the books are going to be found on and how to download any of the project resources. Pay close attention to what you're going to be turning in for each project. For the most part, you're going to be turning in an After Effects file and a final rendered movie file. Finally, for any book project, I've recorded step-by-step tutorials that you can follow along in case you get stuck following along with the book's examples. Please note, from time to time, the way I teach something in the video may differ from what's in the book. Very often, there may be problems in the book or an update that the book doesn't know about. The video will explain how to step through any of these problems. Going back to our page again, the unit project is set up very similarly. For the unit project, This will show you what I'm looking for this project, how to set up the project or download any of the resources. Here's what to turn in. And then finally, scrolling to the bottom, here you can see the project specifications, what exactly I'm looking for. Now for these projects, there are no step-by-step tutorials. Instead, I want you to use what you've learned for this unit to create your own design. Pay close attention to the instructions and what I'm looking for, and again, if you have any problems or issues, let me know in a timely manner so that I can work out online how to best work through your problem. Going back to our main page, you can have a look at our textbook. Now, this textbook, the After Effects for Designers, is required text for this particular class. It is available online, and during the summer session, it's not available in the bookstore. So you will need to purchase either an online digital copy or a physical copy that can be delivered directly to you from an online dealer. Again, I lean heavily on this text, and all of the book projects come directly from this text layout. Now, this text was published in 2018, so some of the resources from it are slightly out of date. However, everything that they cover is still relevant to the current software that you will be using for this class. If there are any major issues or differences, I'll try to point them out. Now, this book can be registered, where you can download all the project resources from the book's publisher, but you are not required to register for this class. I will provide you everything that's necessary for each of the projects. Going back to our main page, you can also click on the Technology Requirements link. We will be using Adobe After Effects. This will require you to have access to Adobe Creative Cloud, and by now I should have also sent you a link to activate your student account for Creative Cloud if you haven't set it up already. Make sure you've got plenty of space to save and back up your files. This includes both on your computer as well as an external hard drive. There are some minimum specifications, both for Windows or for Macintosh, and you can see some other additional information. And if you need access to our actual Aven studio on campus at MC, you will be granted access if you are able to come to Mississippi College's campus. Let me know and I can give you card access, which will grant you the ability to come on campus to work in Aven 411, which is our graphic design studio. Now, since software problems can be very tricky, let me know if you have any problems with the Adobe software. I should be able to troubleshoot you and walk you through being able to set up or work around any Adobe problems. However, if you have any problems with your computer itself, this may be something that you need to either go to the Apple Store or contact the computer services to be able to help you set up your own computer. Again, contact me if you have any problems in a timely manner. Going back to our main page, if you click on the little frequently asked questions, you can reveal our syllabus, portfolio requirements, and other class information. I'll let you browse this at your convenience, though I do want to point out one particular thing. As far as a portfolio goes, I do not require a portfolio for this animation class. At no time do you have to upload or turn in any of your final projects. One thing to note is that in previous classes I have required an animation portfolio. If for some reason you hear me discuss uploading and turning in things to YouTube, you can safely ignore it. If you do want to create your own portfolio, however, I highly recommend it. If this is the kind of work that you're interested in doing and want to be hired for, having a YouTube account is a great way of uploading and sharing the work that you're working on. This page will step you through how to create your own YouTube account using your MC Gmail email address, or you can do it from your own personal address. Just remember, it's not required. If you look at the class information, let's talk a little bit about the grades and the things you'll be turning in. All assignments will be due by their due date, which again will be the Sunday following the start of the unit that we're working on. So you'll have an entire week. I do count 10 points off for any day that an assignment is late, all the way down to a 60%. This means if you turn in something on a Monday when it's due on a Sunday, the highest grade you can expect to receive will be a 90, which is a B. And on Tuesday, it'll be a 80, which is a C, so on and so forth. You can still turn in your work late, but the highest grade you're going to get after 6 days will be a 60, 4 days. Unit projects, the main projects that you're going to work on where you develop your own stuff, are going to be worth 40% of your overall grade. The stuff we do in the book exercises, those are going to be worth 60% of your overall grade. You can scroll down and read more about the grading scale, as well as the other requirements and any helpful tips and bonus credit as well. Finally, at the very bottom of the page, I've written down the important class dates to know about. July 2nd is the last day to add or drop a class. On the 19th, you can drop the class with no refund, and the last day of class is going to be August the 1st. Finally, at any time if you want to see your grades or where you stand in the class, over on the far left-hand side is a link to where you can see your grades and how they're posted. Just remember, each of the assignments that are broken down will be in 2 units. 60% will come from your book projects and 40% will come from those individual unit projects. So that's my overall view of this class and how it's structured this semester. You can go ahead, if you haven't already, log into your mymc.edu, find your Canvas page, and find the link to this class. You can begin by getting started on the learning modules for this first unit. Have a look at our unit lectures and notes. You can start the book project, and then once you finish the book project, start on the unit project. I'm looking forward to working with everybody this semester. Have a great one.